Welcome back to Hedge and Haven, where the world of billionaires, offshore banking, hedge funds, and elite wealth strategy comes to life. In this second part of our Denmark deep dive, we uncover how one of the world's most stable economies is rewriting the rulebook in 2025 with its bold economic reforms, digital banking transformation, and disciplined fiscal strategy. If you're an investor, economist, or just curious how global powers like Denmark stay ahead in uncertain times, this episode is your economic masterclass. Denmark is often hailed as one of the most technologically advanced financial systems in the world. In 2025, that status has been elevated even further. Almost all banking transactions now happen digitally, and mobile payment platforms like mobile pay have evolved into full-fledged personal finance ecosystems. But what truly sets Denmark apart is its government integration with the banking infrastructure. Real-time taxation, seamless social payments, and digital IDs tied to financial portfolios are just the start. With these reforms, Denmark has cut down public service costs and optimized wealth distribution in ways few other countries have dared to attempt. More importantly, these digital tools empower private citizens and businesses alike. SMEs now have direct access to government-backed lending via blockchain-secured platforms, reducing risk and improving access to capital for everyone. This model isn't just about tech, it's a template for sustainable, inclusive wealth creation. Denmark has consistently maintained one of the most disciplined fiscal regimes in Europe, and 2025 is no exception. Public debt is tightly controlled, government spending is lean but strategic, focused on long-term infrastructure, education, and sustainable energy, all with a goal to maintain financial independence and economic sovereignty. The country's counter-cyclical spending policy means that during economic booms, Denmark saves. During downturns, it spends responsibly to support growth. This strategic fiscal approach keeps inflation under control, prevents overheating, and ensures the economy doesn't spiral during crises. It's the ultimate long game, a masterclass in government-level wealth planning. And for investors watching from abroad, this creates a fertile ground for long-term capital deployment without the typical volatility seen in other Western economies. Denmark's wealth building isn't just for the elite. Its government is actively engaged in guiding long-term personal financial success through education, mandatory pension programs, and national investment incentives. The People's Pension Fund, ATP, is one of the largest in Europe, and it invests globally while remaining a stabilizing force for the national economy. This fund operates with near hedge fund level discipline and has become a cornerstone of Denmark's economic policy. What does that mean for Denmark's citizens? Predictable returns, inflation protection, and retirement security. For global investors, a sovereign ecosystem built on reliability, sustainability, and transparency. Denmark's commitment to climate and sustainability goals is deeply embedded in its economic architecture. The country has created green bond markets, ESG-compliant investment frameworks, and carbon credit exchanges that are not just regulatory tools, they're market opportunities. Banks are required to assess environmental risk when issuing loans. Private equity firms are incentivized to fund clean energy startups. And retail investors, they have tax advantages for ESG-compliant portfolios. This is financial innovation that meets environmental responsibility, a blueprint for the next generation of wealth. And while countries struggle to balance profit with purpose, Denmark has aligned the two. Here's what you should learn from Denmark's 2025 model. Digital infrastructure isn't just convenience, it's capital efficiency. Fiscal discipline builds investor confidence. Government-backed wealth planning creates resilient economies. Sustainability isn't a trend. It's a financial strategy. For investors, Denmark offers more than just a safe haven. It offers a long-term blueprint for scalable, ethical, and high-yield wealth deployment. If you're looking to future-proof your investment portfolio, it might be time to study the Nordics, and Denmark should be your first stop. This was part 2 of our Denmark Economic Masterclass, and we're just getting started. In part 3, we'll explore how Denmark's approach compares to larger economies like Germany, the UK, and even the US, and what global investors can learn from these contrasts. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next drop from Hedge and Haven, where we decode the financial playbook of the world's elite. Learn what the world's smartest economies are doing right and how you can apply their strategies. See you in the next video.